Joe Biden and his wife Jill are on their way to Lima as we speak. He's expected to talk about the change plan that Barack Obama has for the nation. Democrats around the county say this is a great way to galvanize the party with only 4 days left until Election Day. The principal at Lincoln Elementary says he understands that the city has budget issues. The school district has budget issues of its own, but he says it's also the city's job to keep all their citizens safe, even their most vulnerable. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ashley Traynum. Last night, Lima police responded to reports of gunshots along Murphy Street and found a black SUV riddled with bullets. They know the when and where, but figuring out the who, what, and why is proving difficult. West Central Ohio News Center reporter Trisha Bell brings us the latest developments surrounding the investigations, first at 6. After a tornado warning goes out, every second counts. Fessler recommends if you're at home going into the basement and if you're at work going into the bathroom to stay out of harm's way. These prices may not last for long. McLeod says OPEC may cut oil supply to keep the price per barrel up. Reporting from Harding Highway, I'm Ashley Traynum. Edward Crockett's first pretrial for his second trial will be next Friday at 8 a.m. back in front of Judge Reed. Ashley Traynum, West Central Ohio News. The decision by University of Northwestern Ohio to acquire the Ohio State Beauty Academy came as a surprise to students, but many are pleased with the decision, saying they'll have better access to equipment and tools. As we stated all night long, you won't see this story on any other station, and it won't be in your morning newspaper. A Lima woman and the NAACP president say she was a victim of excessive force while in custody at the Allen County Jail. Sheriff Beck disagrees. Take a look at the video and you be the judge.
They were just I knew they were doing me wrong, and I couldn't believe that they were treating me like that.
Selena Durr is now in the comfort of her own home after spending 4 days in jail. Selena was arrested early Sunday morning for disrupting police business when she saw her brother being arrested. But it's what took place while she was in cuffs that has her and her family upset.
Comes in there and body slams me on the ground, throw me down, twisting my arm, got his knee in my neck, pulling my neck back this way, and telling me to be quiet and stuff. I'm like, man, you're hurting my wrist. He did it harder.
Selena claims that not only did a corrections officer use excessive force, but she was humiliated in front of officers and other prisoners.
I hear them laughing. I can hear the other people in booking yelling over there at me, hey girl in the pink bra and stuff like that. I knew I wasn't supposed to be in my bra. I was trying to the whole time I'm covering myself up like this, walking back and forth.
And her claims didn't fall on deaf ears. Allen County NAACP president agrees with Selena.
I watched the majority of the video with the sheriff and 4 other individuals, and from what I saw, I thought that the corrections officer involved used excessive force in taking this young lady down. I mean, the sheriff's department explained to me that there is a protocol, there are procedures that are normally followed, and based upon the video, it doesn't seem that was properly used. I'll just say it that way.
But there are 2 sides to every story. Sheriff Dan Beck says not only was Selena being disruptive, but his officer was within his rights.
It's easy for us, 5 days after the incident, to second guess a Monday morning quarterback on a person that had to make a decision based on a number of other outside influences inside that jail at that time. And I'm not going to second guess my officer's time. However, having said that, we are having that situation looked at by one of our defensive tactics instructors, and if we deem that there was some problem with that, we certainly will address that with education, possibly with some discipline.
While the sheriff's department looks for answers, Selena says even after her bruises heal, she will continue to press the issue.
If he did it to me, they're doing it to other people coming in there, and I just didn't think it was right.
Selena will be filing a formal complaint tomorrow morning. The sheriff's department has already began an investigation into the incident. Live in the studio, Ashley Traynum, West Central Ohio News. 4 shootings in 3 weeks equals one big problem for the Lima Police Department, with the most recent shooting taking place just last night.
2 suspects shot at another vehicle that was in that area. And thankfully, I think by the grace of God, no one was hit or injured that we know of.
Each shooting has taken place in broad daylight. Yesterday's happened just steps away from Lima South Middle School. Those facts have residents worried.
Well, I don't feel too safe about it. I have kids here, and I'm afraid they're going to get shot one day.
Police have very few leads in all 4 shootings, and they're asking anyone with information to come forward before anyone is seriously injured.
Sometimes people think that we already have information or what they know might not be useful, but we'd rather have you call us and say, this is what we know, and we'll take that information.
And leaving a tip can be done anonymously.
And I do know that sometimes people are concerned about remaining anonymous, and Crime Stoppers is still a very good, viable option.
Crime Stoppers offers cash rewards up to $1,000 to citizens who provide anonymous tips, leading to apprehension and indictments of fugitives. To leave a tip, call 419-229-STOP. Reporting for West Central Ohio's News Center, I'm Ashley Traynum.
Because she has the best baked beans you ever wanted to taste.
Everyone is singing the praises of Gladys Turner. This mother of 9 has been a volunteer for over 25 years at Our Daily Bread Soup Kitchen.
She will absolutely take home beans, dry beans, and prepare them over the weekend and bring them in so we can get them out to the people.
That dedication brings Miss Gladys to the soup kitchen every morning at 6 a.m. and during her years of service, she served over 2 million lunches.
Rather than take from the community, she rather give to the community. And she gives her time, and that's more precious than money.
Miss Gladys does this every day, not because she has to, but because she wants to give people a place where they can feel like they're at home.
I just want to feed the ones that appreciate it. So that's the reason I come back every day, because I like to see them eat. And I like to see them have fun. Because a lot of them probably don't even go nowhere. This is probably the only place that they know to come.
Those who eat and work at Our Daily Bread appreciate the work she does to make sure that those who are often forgotten by society know that someone still cares.
Miss Gladys she gives the whole essence of what the Bible says, love your neighbor. There's no more greater expression of that act than watching Miss Gladys. She truly loves us.
Reporting from Our Daily Bread Soup Kitchen, I'm Ashley Traynum.